What is up, nipple suckers? You're welcome.
Right. That's how you want to open our live. Whatever.
What's
Hi,
up,
John.
everybody? John Kranz, what is up, my friend? I am going to get started with, I think, some Orphan Barrel 22 year, the one with the prettiest of labels.
I'll take some of that.
It's too low proof. You don't like it.
Bottle Baron. Is there anything?
Bottle Baron, what's
I
up,
was
buddy?
looking around here and yeah, we got this. That's appropriately.
What?
Do we have anything that's appropriately? Oh, we got some stuff. Okay.
It's appropriate what?
Well, you said it's too low proof, and I was like, well, what do we got?
Oh, no, there's plenty of stuff that's got some proof on it.
Yeah, you just stuck the Weller in front of me, thinking that I would drink that. Good luck.
You like the Weller.
Actually,
Bottle Baron, cheers, Colin Aaron. Thank you, sir.
I have a confession to make.
Uh-oh.
I have been dreaming about a Sazerac sour smash that we had at
Nola Bourbon Fest?
Yeah, that's the place.
That's
So
the
it was
one.
at
That thing.
Sazerac. So
Oh.
there's that.
So, if you guys have not had these Rhetoric series, you guys are missing out. It's 20 to 25 year. This one's the 22 year. And a lot of people's like, oh, Orphan Barrel, that's Dickel. Ladies and gentlemen, this says Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. And it's 22 years old. And it's supposed to be a wheated mash bill. And allegedly it's from Stitzel Weller.
Allegedly.
Do with that information what you will.
I think I poured barrel, but I'm not sure. Whatever.
Oh, it is so choice. And this one is 90.4 proof. Now, they do vary a little bit from year to year, which makes me think they're probably pretty close to barrel strength. Spencer.
That's got water
Thank
in
you,
it.
sir. George. Thanks, buddy.
It's got water in it.
You liked it last time. Don't even start.
I don't like it today. Ugh. Happy birthday. Welcome to what is now Rye Blind Nation. Yeah, I think I've been pouring a lot of rye lately.
You have, and Nick liked the last couple of them.
I know. I was trying.
Is
It's kind of
saying
now
something.
like, let's see what rye Nick doesn't hate tonight. So,
If you want to get one that he just hates, pour some Willet.
yeah, but that's not wrong.
No, the Willet.
I know.
Family Estate, the good stuff.
Oh.
But it is pure dill, and he hates pickles anyway.
That may be why he hates rye, like certain ryes. I mean, it logically tracks.
Right?
I don't like cherry cola. Not
know.
gonna like anything out of Buffalo Trace. That's
I
just
got
done.
some birthday.
You know what it
pours
tastes
here.
like? It tastes like it's watered down. It tastes like watered down bourbon.
What does?
Your Orphan Barrel. Like, it
No.
does taste watered down. Maybe my taste buds are screwed up.
I think your taste buds are screwed up.
It tastes like watered down bourbon. It tastes like someone poured thick of bourbon and
Look how dark that is, guys. Come on now.
yeah, well,
That's not full
looks
of
can be
water.
deceiving.
That's not full of water.
Looks can be deceiving.
You can't make it full of water, and I mean, unless you color it, then
That's not bourbon.
that is not bourbon. But the nose on this guy is caramel, brown sugar. Allie, thank you. That was a welcome surprise.
Yeah.
Hey, we actually have Facebook people and names. I wonder if StreamYard did an update.
Oh, that's cool. Yay, I don't have to say my line anymore.
Look, we have
people. We have the peepos.
the peeps.
And it says where they're coming from, too.
Yep. AW, thank you, sir. Cheers.
Drink some Knob Creek single barrel pick. Yeah, I'm thinking that I might gravitate towards that way. Nothing's tasting very
Ooh,
good.
David.
Tonight, or at least not so far. And I'm looking around going,
That's always a good call.
just the tip looks like it needs to be killed. Is that why it's on?
Probably.
So it's on.
It's getting down there. What'd you pour?
I don't know. grab something. I think it might be barrel, but it doesn't taste like a rye, but maybe it does. I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no
That's all
clue.
you.
Could someone tell me what I poured? Like, there's
Matt,
a whole, like, I'm kind of
thank you,
hidden
sir.
behind here too. So
So
Scott!
I'm on this orphan barrel right now. Needs to hit the light.
There you go.
That's not hitting the light, is it?
Yeah, it is. You can see it. SW.
John starting with a 1792 bottled and bond store pick. Nice.
What is-
AW. It is
SW. Oh, Smoke Wagon.
unfiltered, uncut. This is batch 104, October 2021. 104.
Maybe I'll go to that.
Keith, thank you, sir.
Maybe I'll go to that because I can't do acronyms, but I don't know what I poured.
Just tons of caramel, vanilla, leather, oak,
Water.
tobacco.
Water.
No.
Tastes watered down.
Look, you take your hate and you keep it on this side, okay? This is a hate-free zone.
Don't give me watered down bourbon.
Mm.
It has to be watered down. It's 90 proof.
Keith, thank you, sir. It's 22 years old. Had 22 years to lose proof.
They had to water it down, so it tastes watered down. That's not a wrong statement. Totally not a wrong statement.
You know, Four Roses sometimes will get barrels that are under 80 proof out of the barrel. So, I say to you. David, thank you, sir.
Drink some Bookers. All right.
AW's on batch number 96 of the Smoke Wagon. Maybe I'll pour the Smoke Wagon next. Oh, that
See, you kind of puts them up high, so I can't reach them.
that orphan barrel is so damn good, though.
I think everyone got to see my pajama bottoms. Sorry, y'all.
Mm.
Sometimes, you just need fuzzy pants on a Sunday.
We had a funeral earlier today, so that's
It was not fun. Not that funerals are ever fun.
right.
What was your favorite pour at NOLA? Easy. I've
I
been
can answer
talking
that.
about it nonstop. Barrel Seagrass. If you haven't gotten a bottle of it, I hope to God that I can still get a bottle of it because I haven't had it yet. In fact, I have emails I need to make that I have not made. Learned something new, and I really need to put it on our show. So everyone was comparing Faye 1 and Faye 2 to each other. And after talking to the rep, if I could get into my Booker's bottle without busting my fingers and nails, come to find out, it's supposed to be kind of like drunk side by side, where one of them is supposed to be full of flavor and like a punch to the face and like all the goodness of bourbon, and then the other one is supposed to be like for the mouthfeel and the all the goodness on the opposite end, the mouthfeel and the warm Kentucky hug and everything else. So after hearing them back to back, like not to like go off on a tangent about like Faye 1 and 2, they're supposed to be drinking them like back to back. And I went, oh, well, now that you say that, and I had them side by side at can you please, Lord God, open this? I had them at the festival, and they really do complement each other really, really nicely. So if you have that option of drinking them side by side, I highly, highly recommend it. But back to Seagrass. That is the coolest rye I've ever had. And I started dragging people over to try Seagrass because when Aaron's drunk, Aaron wants to share. And it is a rye that, like, if you don't like ryes, you're going to like it. If you like bourbons more, you're going to like it. It has like this, if you like ryes, you're going to like it. It's got this like complex, multifaceted feel to it with like the rye and the bourbon, and then it's finished in like peach, and it's like, it's crazy. It's crazy. And I absolutely loved like picking it apart with all the different flavors and it didn't have that super, you know what I mean? It wasn't your typical rye. Wouldn't you agree?
It is not your typical rye.
And you liked it.
Can I answer my favorite now?
Yeah, I guess. They asked me,
Jeez.
somebody asked me. It was directed at me. Aaron, what was your favorite pour at NOLA?
Oh, okay.
I can go off.
So it was. Okay.
Cheers, David. I poured myself a
Cheers, David.
heavy pour, but that's okay. So it's not my flavor taste buds that are off. It's the bourbon.
Ha! AW agrees with me. Those orphan barrels aren't supposed to be watered down, just low proof after that age. Told
It
you.
tastes watered.
This
channel is now sponsored by Barrel.
We should have hook up with some seagrass. If I'm not mistaken, Elixir still has some. If not, then we will hit you up.
You did not like it at all.
Really wants a bottle.
Spencer, I am so sorry. A bottle of what? Seagrass?
Yeah.
I do want a bottle of seagrass. Spencer, I'm sorry you didn't like it. Different strokes for different folks. I'm okay with that.
Aaron wishes the channel was sponsored by Barrel.
I wish the channel was sponsored by just about anybody.
Corey says co-sponsored.
Yeah. I haven't really been plugging, for a while there, I think I get on kicks and then I have to talk about it. When we first found Liquid IV, I was on a total Liquid IV kick. Now it's kind of just commonplace in our routine and I don't say it so much anymore. Liquid IV and Barrel. Yep. But
this smoke wagon smells like a leather saddle that was aged in a tobacco barrel, if that makes any sense. Like
tobacco aged in a saddle aged in a tobacco
leather
barrel?
Saddle aged in a tobacco barrel.
Okay, so now I'm gonna have to finish the glass.
Just smell.
I get caramel and brown sugar. I can actually smell again, you guys. I mean, I don't guarantee that my smelling notes are right or anything, but I actually get something now. So this is the start. I get the tobacco. Like there's a spicy. It's not like your typical. It's like fresh tobacco.
Yeah.
And leather, except there's a lot of sweet.
Sweet oak.
I was like, there's a lot of sweet in there.
The sweet really comes up at the end.
But
it kind of sneaks up.
Smoke. I get smoke.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on Smoke Wagon. Go figure.
So if you don't know Smoke Wagon, this is just straight up MGP goodness. And this one is 56.64%. So that's what, 112, 113 proof?
Fresh tobacco, not like chewing tobacco, not like cigar, not like fresh, green tobacco. Yeah. Like you're walking through a tobacco field. Heard new.
What's new, Matt? Yeah, that Smoke Wagon's damn killer. I had to walk back over there because I thought I had one of these open, but apparently not.
You should. We did one or did we kill it? We must have killed it.
Ooh. New Earth may have some 7 years soon. Yes,
yeah,
I have heard the same rumors.
Have you made any releases yet? Have you said it?
We have a barrel of New Riff coming.
Yep, we got it, and I'm excited. I absolutely loved our last pick. I cannot wait to go back to the distillery.
Yep, super awesome picking experience.
Super fun.
And
it was definitely like one of the coolest. Like, I haven't been to very many. I won't say. I mean, I've been to a couple, but of all the picks we've done, I absolutely love that they gave us a list of like, I don't know, what was it, 12, 14 different barrels, and then based on their flavor notes, they pulled out 3, and then because of the forces that be in where we were in the year and what year we were in, they gave us our own, like, I don't know, I would say, what were they? 3-ounce pours, 2-ounce pours,
something like that.
So we had our own bottles, and we all got to taste them that way.
I did put it out to Patreon, and I was asking if you guys would be more interested, because we get a decent number of barrels offered to us. A lot of them are from ones that I personally wouldn't be super excited to get a bottle of, so we pass on them. And I was like, look, do you guys want more? Do you just want more picks, or should we just focus on doing only really good barrels?
Well, that's a stupid question. Well, I guess maybe not.
No,
I saw the poll, but
there's a lot of channels that like they're doing pick after pick after pick after pick from all these people, and I'm like,
That's just not us.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, like if that's your thing, cool.
Thank you, George.
I
am
all
so
for
with
that.
you. And I figured that most of the people that like hang out with us, watch us, drink with us, whatever else, would feel the same.
Yeah, and that's pretty much where everyone commented. They're like, look, like hands down, just quality over quantity. So
we're working on it.
cool.
I have a couple.
I'm good with that.
I have a couple sticks in the fire, and I'm working on a couple things that. You're so gross. Stop licking the bottle.
This is Kentucky
I should tell you.
Rye, batch number 1.
Okay, 15 minutes in, I'm not going to say what my comments are. I was like, you could just pour it down your throat.
Nope. This is batch number 1. And if you've had batch number 1 Kentucky Owl Rye, you know it is fantastic.
You know, we need to do a rye night. Maybe we need to go live on a Friday again and do it.
AW said he cracked his new Riff malted rye last week, and it's pretty damn good. Not very rye-like at all, more like a complex bourbon. Yeah, and
I would agree with you.
That's one of the reasons Nick totally
Absolutely
didn't even
it.
get it and really liked it.
That's also why I like seagrass too. I hate to say it like that. It's more of a very, very complex rye or complex bourbon.
See, Corey knows batch number 1, drooling. And
should I leave you alone with your glass?
yes, thank you. A little bit of that rye spice in there. Tons of brown sugar. Some more of that, like this is more like cigar tobacco. Barrel oak.
Should have left him alone with his glass.
It's so good. Cheers, guys. I feel like Homer Simpson right now. Yeah, a little bit of that dill tobacco or that dill rye-ness, but tons of brown sugar, tons of caramel, molasses. It's just so good.
I didn't get fennel notes on seagrass. You know, that's not usually one of my go-tos, but yes, it does have a lot of apricot on it, not peach. I said peach earlier. I meant apricot. Yeah.
Corey knows. If you know, you know. And this is one of them. When it came out, there were people, it had like $140 MSRP on it. And even on secondary, people were selling them for like $130 shipped. So
what's MSRP on it?
140. Like people were they had to be losing money unless they got them really cheap somehow. Yeah, when this first came out, like secondary, you could not, there was no secondary on them per se. Like,
okay, so now I'm confused. Now we got Facebook user. How on earth, you know what? I wonder if it's you're friends with them.
I don't know.
I'm so confused right now.
But no, so like you couldn't even hardly give them away on secondary when they first came out.
But now you can't get them anywhere, right?
So they're freaking delicious. Dana, no, we're friends on Facebook, so I don't know. Thank you, Diana.
Granting permission that I missed on here.
Huh?
Ali said they granted permission, and that's why it worked.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know.
No, StreamYard gives you certain options you have to give permissions to. Ah, gotcha.
Okay.
Cool.
Awesome.
We never see it from that side of it, so it's hard for us to tell.
Yeah, I don't know. That's really good.
Isn't it though?
It's a typical rye though. It's very.
I
don't want to say if it's dilly or if it's spearminty, but it's definitely itty.
Cohen, yes, we do have Frey Ranch single barrel cask strength stuff. Actually, Corey was nice enough to send one over last Christmas
to me, and it was amazing. We did a
pop the top on it.
No, we did a Secret Santa on it, and it's really good. I'm sorry, I'm looking for it right now.
It's over there. There was a distillery at NOLA Bourbon Fest that I would love to do a pick with.
Which one? Tango?
No, it was the right across the row from them. It was a 4-grain.
Oh,
It
the
was
new
their
one
own
that we were.
stuff.
Yeah. Scott,
Yeah.
the one that Scott was hanging out with.
Yes.
Scott, did we? I don't think.
No, I brought Scott over to them.
Nope.
Someone else brought us over to there.
Nope.
I'm almost positive.
Okay, if it was the one, okay, hold on a second, y'all, and I'm so sorry. So the layout, we had this row, and then we had the middle row. If it was the one that was on, so not this
It was
side,
in the middle row,
facing the barbecue dude, or not facing the barbecue dude?
No, facing Hotel Down, Hotel Tango.
There were so many distilleries. Like
we'll have to look it up, but it was a 4-grain. I think they grow their own grain, and
thank you, Patrick.
distillery.
We really wanted to do it Kyle wanted to do it this year, but we were at the NOLA Bourbon Festival. Kyle went back and checked. The weeks were not messed up. He was supposed to go the week. He got his week when we went live. He got his weeks messed up, but he was supposed to go.
That was the one time I was wrong, and I was actually not wrong.
He wasn't wrong. He was wrong about being wrong, but he was supposed to be on the show. But we were at New Orleans Bourbon Festival.
Yeah.
So
and Matt pretty much said. Okay. Sorry. So.
I mean, he probably had a schedule already written out, and you have to getting those tier ones in. It takes some energy and a lot of the fact that he does what he does is absolutely amazing. I don't know if I could keep track of all of the different channels that he's handling and.
Yeah, but anyway, this distillery it was a 4-grain mash bill, and it was absolutely fantastic. It was like $50 a bottle, and the bourbon was really effing good. I have his card, so
okay. Well, at least there's that because this is not one I drank way I don't ever drink way too much. Never. On Thursday night, we went to the Jim Beam happy hour, and I drank way too much. And then I got no, I don't even think I really drank at the VIP. I had a glass in my hand.
I took a few glasses away from you.
Well, right.
But by that point, it was.
I remember
we're hanging out with some people from the NOLA Bourbon Fest that are on the board, and got invited to their room somehow. Ended up drinking with them.
And the Kentucky Bourbon Festival, and I drank.
Aaron shot some Kentucky Owl batch.
No,
it was.
No, it wasn't. It was the 4 Roses OBSV is what I shot.
No,
yes,
no, because I wouldn't have made that face. Oh no, yes, one of the new Old Carters.
No, I was drinking Old Carter before, and then I went. No, I shot 4 Roses.
Who was sober?
Apparently, I shot Old Carter too, but I remember pouring myself. I don't know if I remember pouring myself.
Let's go. And Aaron's like, okay.
Fuck.
I was like, I want to drink more of that. Thanks.
I do remember pouring myself. I don't remember pouring myself Old Carter. Did I really pour myself?
Kate poured it for you.
Oh, okay. That explains a lot. There's another drink in there that I wasn't counting on. Mm-hmm. So needless to say, Thursday night, I made myself sick. Really sick.
Aaron was beyond trashed.
I made it back to the hotel room by myself on my own 2 feet. So, I mean, there is that. But,
what is next? What am I drinking?
The next 2 days, I did taste a lot of samples, but I was a little more choosy. And so rule number 1 of Bourbon Festival, do not get totally snatched on the first night of Bourbon Festival.
True story. True story. But I already drank that one too.
I don't think it was Old Carter that I slammed.
Yes, it was. It was.
We had to go to get to Old Forester. That was after drinking quite a lot.
Did you try this?
Creek. Not yet. Maybe that's what I poured myself.
It's 157 proof.
That was not what I poured myself.
You would know if that was what you poured.
I'm going to finish my Bunkers. I already finished my mystery pour of the first night of my pours. And I have
Is anyone running into issues with supply issues with Rare Breed? Can't find that or Russell Reserve single barrels in Central Ohio.
I just picked up a Russell Reserve.
This has been hard to get on the show. I know this is a private barrel, but
I got one off the shelf yesterday.
Yeah, but that's why I asked you if they had any, because it's been so hard to get.
No, it was sitting too deep. I could have grabbed you a couple of them, but I grabbed one.
I don't need a couple of them, but no, I haven't seen that with Rare Breed, but I don't drink much Rare Breed. But the Russell single barrels, yes, I have noticed in Central Tennessee that they are.
AW
harder to
Jack
find.
Daniel's single. Let's see if I can do this. Jack Daniel's single barrel proof is going away. I heard. Is that
What?
right? No.
No.
It's allocated. No. What did I hear about it? I heard something
Well,
about it.
everything's allocated.
Why did you tell me which one's going away then? Something out of Jack Daniel's is going away. I thought you told me that the single barrel proof is going away.
Not to my knowledge.
Okay, maybe I'm on crack and I dreamed this. That is totally feasible.
AW says he's seen rare breed dwindling lately. Yeah, I have seen the Jack Daniel's single barrel
Sorry, I
barrel
have
proof
to look
is
this
getting
up
harder
because
to
I
find.
swear to God, you told me that.
Um,
I was all like proud of myself.
yes, that has absolutely gotten harder to find also. So, I mean, it's the state of the world. I know a lot of people, a lot of distilleries are having issues with glass and getting their bottles. So that's a thing. I think, was it Jim Beam went to plastic on something?
Yes. And
that's
they are.
what they could get is plastic. So,
And I actually was talking to our local liquor store yesterday, and he was telling me, or was it Friday? It doesn't really matter. All of the glassware, it's more profitable for the glass people to be making vials right now. And that is why they're having a glass shortage, is because they're going to making vials. Take that for a grain of salt, but that's what he was saying.
Interesting.
He said that a lot of the glass places are doing medical supplies, vials, like all of that sort of stuff, which I thought that was all plastic. So I guess with the little
it'd be
shots,
glass,
it's glass. But yeah, they were making more money on other endeavors with glassware, which with some of the contracts that are going around right now, I'm not overly surprised, but at the same time. I'm looking this up because I
Cohen says prices on rare breed have gone up to $55 in California for rare breed. Yeah, I noticed the Jack Daniel's single barrel proof getting harder to find even before the Coy Hill AW. But that being said, like, I bet that absolutely had an effect on it. It's.
Why did I hear this? I must have dreamed this.
I've seen so many people that are like, oh, I don't care about that. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. And then they see something or taste something like the Coy Hill, and they're like, oh, I have to have it. It's like, a month ago, you didn't care about it.
FOMO. It's got a name on it.
Right?
I briefly looked it up. I didn't find it. I must have dreamt it. It's
You
not
must
the
have dreamt
first
it.
time that I've had dreams where I'm like, oh, okay. And then it goes into my knowledge, and I think I'm cool.
All right, let's take some of this here. Have you had Corbin's from Cali?
No.
I have not.
No, I haven't.
Russell single barrel or not barrel proof, but single barrel private select. And this is the one from Rarebird 101 and Justin's House of Bourbon. It is 9 years, and it is fan-freaking-tastic.
I was going to say anything Rarebird puts out. So, just to do a plug, if you haven't heard of Rarebird 101, you need to go find Rarebird 101. He is everything wild turkey.
If you like anything wild turkey, he is everything wild turkey.
Yes.
AW said he anticipated it and stocked up last fall. I think he has 8 or 9.
I'm
assuming you're talking about of the Jack Barrel Proof. And yeah, that's definitely.
It is phenomenal. I absolutely love it.
If you've been in the game for a while, things like that, when you kind of get a sense for it and
finger on the pulse.
Yeah, like
so
that's absolutely not a bad.
Maybe it was just getting harder to find, but I swear you told me they weren't doing them anymore.
Mm-mm.
I'm glad to hear that they are, because I was really sad in my dream that they weren't.
Right?
Anything barrel proof. That's the way it should be. All of it. Stop watering it down. Water's evil. Are you just stop putting the good, like, I'll drink that.
What?
Give me the smoke wagon. Lord God. He's hiding bottles from me.
No, I'm just getting them out of my way so I know I've done them. I've had that pour already.
Trying to keep me from drinking them. AW grabbed 4 what's on sale. The I'm assuming rare breed? No.
I would think rare breed
I was
because
gonna say
either Russell's or Jack Barrel Proof for $30 would be an insane buy.
I'd be buying them by the caseload.
Right?
I'd be like, okay, so I need a Costco pallet, please.
If Bourbon Blind can do a Russell's pick, we are 110% on board. We just have to be able to find one to get one for us.
Right.
Patrick, thank you, sir. Justin, cheers, buddy. Thank you. Thank you.
Cheers. I'm really liking my Bookers. I'm so glad that I went and grabbed it. David, thank you. Good pour. Cheers.
The Russell's is just caramel, brown sugar.
You love Russell's. I'm so glad that you're drinking it.
I do.
I think if there's ever any bottle that I'm like, what does Kyle like? It's like Russell's. I think that's your main go-to. I don't know if I have a main go-to.
Russell single barrel and Four Roses single barrel.
Yeah,
Between
but
the two of those, I'm a happy
But
man.
then I get confused because I'm like, okay, then what recipe? Not saying any of them, but
I'll take just the standard off-the-shelf OBSV.
well, given because it's all good. But at the same time, when you're looking at like I know you like Four Roses. I try and find something special for you. Like,
Well, granted, you're a cool wife like that.
finding you your first bottle of whatever it was for Four Roses was awesome. It's only got all 10 recipes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I think I'm feeling a little buzzed.
This Russell's just hugs the glass. So good. So thick.
There was one really cool science experiment we did.
Thick
And
and
we need,
yummy.
you know what? We need to do that with like all 10 recipes. So while we were drinking Four Roses, Kyle and I realized as we were like spinning it around our glasses, I don't know what we were drinking at the time. All of the legs, like there were no legs. The whole entire thing went down.
I think we got like Teflon coated
It was the
Glencairn glasses or
coolest
something.
thing
I've never
ever.
seen that before.
No, we sat there. I was like, I would love to be listening to you, but I'm too busy staring at a glass.
Literally, so we poured some in our glass and like rolled it around, right? Get a nice coating around it. And the
Whole
whole
thing.
everything that was
evenly.
wet, like evenly just sucked down and like the inside of the glass was dry, except where the liquid was at the bottom.
It was the
I've
coolest
never seen
thing
that
ever.
It was freaking crazy.
And Kyle was like, wait a minute, am I like drunk? Like, what's going on? And I did it too. And I'm like, oh, wow, this is cool. So, yeah.
I believe this is Warehouse H, but I'm not positive. Yeah. On the back.
We are drinking G. It's Warehouse G, floor 4, and it was bottled in 2020, distilled in 2011.
Yep. Dude, there are some killer G picks. Somehow G never like makes the radar for Russell's, but it's a hidden gem. I've had a few out of there, and it's
The first rule
fantastic.
about bourbon is we don't talk about.
Bourbon.
Yes. Stop, please. So anyway.
It's like I think people are finally catching on to the Q recipes of Four Roses.
So we were hearing about that, and the Q recipes are kind of an enigma even to
Brent Elliott.
Brent Elliott was like, he doesn't have a whole lot of, the Qs are used in the yellow label, and then for the small, no, it's one of them.
O's also.
Well, yeah, O's used everywhere though.
OBSO. OESO.
Right, but I was saying the Qs were used the least. The Qs and the Ks are used the least.
The most.
Was it used the most? I don't remember.
The Ks are in
he was saying that he
both
didn't.
the small
What he was
batches.
saying is he doesn't have a lot of experience with.
How they age.
That's what I was
Because someone was
saying.
asking him how does each recipe age
And where's the sweet spot?
for that recipe. So
It was really cool. And like I
Yeah.
said, if you haven't had a chance to go to New Orleans Bourbon Festival, you really, really, really should go. I wouldn't even call it a festival. Like the tastings at the end of the night are
it's almost
definitely
more of a
festival,
conference.
but it's more of a conference where you pick your classes and you get to sit in and hear some amazing history or taste something different that you haven't tasted before.
Music.
I was going to
and
say that was the next one.
One of the coolest thing, I think the coolest thing we did,
Mhm.
as far as like the classes and everything go, was put on by
Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels, thank you. And what they did is they had this dude up there, Carlos, super awesome guitar player. And they put on what was it called?
It was notes. It was tasting notes.
Tasting notes, yes. And he wrote guitar riffs to each Jack Daniel's selection, each Jack Daniel's expression. And
Big Ben. Sorry. Where is
baby.
it? We've got it right here. We will be definitely wrong way.
Joining you with that.
Yep, there it is. We'll drink it with you.
So, so what he did is he wrote different guitar riffs to enjoy during tasting that. And it was just a little like minute and a half long, maybe even 60 seconds.
I think it was 60 seconds, but it doesn't matter.
And how the music affected what you were tasting. So we all know like your mood can affect your tasting and where you are and who you're with and all that kind of stuff. Like if you're just in a pissed off mood and nothing is right in your world, everything just tastes bad.
Except with your favorite bourbon.
You could be sipping on mellow corn, and if you're with like Eddie Russell in the warehouse, it'll be the best freaking whiskey you've ever tasted. So different things can definitely affect what you're drinking and how you're perceiving it. So he wrote different guitar riffs for that, and one of them he even had they poured extra in the glass of it, and I don't remember if it was the Sinatra or whatever.
It wasn't Sinatra. I think it was just the straight
single barrel, maybe, or the gentleman's. No, I think it was
the single barrel. Gentleman Jack was first.
But anyway, so we went through it one time, and he had like this really nice mellow guitar riff. It was like really grungy, bluesy. Not bluesy, but
it was bluesy.
Kind of, but it was definitely like a grungy. It was awesome, okay? And that nice mellow, like you really tasting it, it really was like a nice mellow, just good, whatever. And then we went back into it again, and it was like a super heavy, hard guitar riff, and you definitely perceived it differently. So it was super awesome. It was by far like the coolest thing.
The whole thing they were trying to get at was, so you see it, you taste it, you smell it. They were trying to get all of your senses involved. See, taste, smell. I'm missing one. Hear,
sight,
feel. I guess feel, mouth feel. I guess for the lack of a better term, but no one had to put sound to it, and that was really, really, really cool. Yes, Patrick. Yeah, we have done that.
We said if he eats hot habanero salsa, palate is wrecked for 2 to 3 days.
We have eaten
spicy
will ruin it, but also will sweet. Mick and Kyle were at the house, and I forgot what I made, or I forgot what I grabbed.
Some sort of cake, something.
I think maybe it was strawberry shortcakes, and it was homemade and all the rest, and it was really good. But they came out here, and everything tasted acidic-y because the sweetness in the flavors. So you really do need to be careful when you go before you eat, like what you're eating before you. If you're going out for a night of drinking, you need to stick with like, I don't know, chicken pot pie, something that's going to stick to your stomach, but also not too hot and not too sweet, because that is a thing. I have finished all 3 of my glasses.
Woo-hoo.
Mark the time and day.
Some Four Roses?
Yes. Except I don't have any good glasses for smelling.
We can join Big Wen in some Four Roses with Bourbon Blind. The OESQ.
Yeah, I'm really excited that we did get a Q.
I am too. No, OB.
It's OE.
Oh, I was right.
You were right. But I'm really excited we did get a Q.
Yeah.
They don't tell you what you're drinking.
Don't get why mellow corn is now a thing when there are bourbons that are cheaper and better. Yeah, there definitely is. I used to have a soft spot for mellow corn, and
it's not bad.
We tasted it blind, and Mick and I both hated it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
was that the night you were drinking sweets?
No, that was like that was Eagle Rare that we did that just tasted super off. Yeah.
I really like the last time I drank last time I drank mellow corn was actually at the New Orleans Bourbon Festival 3.5 years ago.
Really?
I have a bougie. I'll admit it. I have a bougie sense. Like when we have the bottles in here, I'm not reaching for mellow corn. That's not gonna happen. not.
No.
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 I mean,
There's a bottle over there and it's open, but
right. It's right there, but
anyone's welcome to it.
yeah, I'm gonna walk right past that. I actually stick to so we have our bar like delineated between like big distilleries and little distilleries. I find myself on the little distillery wall 9 times out of 10.
I generally gravitate towards over there.
No, you don't. You gravitate towards the left corner of Russell's, and then you go straight for your Four Roses row.
Well, I mean, you're not too wrong.
I'm not wrong.
I don't drink enough Four Roses.
I think said no one ever.
I said I don't drink enough Four Roses.
Said no one ever. Everyone drinks Four Roses.
No, that you don't drink enough.
Oh. Wow. I'm buzzed.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's been one of those days. It's just been one of those days. Picks. Okay, so Eagle Rare picks for me only, and I need to know.
I'll buy a Eagle Rare pick that I haven't tasted. I'm not scared. As long as it's not like a stupid price. But
we picked up 2 Eagle Rares, not pick, but just straight from Sazerac because the price was right. But
we did get
That's
some
just
handles of Sazerac that you can only
We
buy
did.
in New Orleans.
we got some really big handles. They're down there on the floor because we haven't put them back. We need to find a spot. Oh shit!
Mm-hmm.
Your section is a little full.
And one of those isn't ours. So
Oh, one of them isn't ours?
no.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We
Anyway.
got it for Kyle.
Oh, well, that doesn't surprise me either. But that whole distillery, meh. Even though I'm gonna have to like play with some mixologies. Mick needs to come down at some point. We need to film some more mixology because I am willing to find out after that Sazerac sour mash. Maybe it's that I need to mix my wild turkey, or not wild turkey, my Buffalo Trace, and just it needs to go into a drink. Maybe I just can't drink it straight because that Sazerac smash, I think by far is one of my favorite. Maybe it was because it was sour, but was one of my favorite mixed drinks I've had of all time. And Mick, if you haven't checked out the Bourbon Shed,
Bourbon
Mick
Shed.
makes the ultimate mixed drinks better than almost any other, even better than bartenders. Like we have the bar of like most liquor stores. He can make you a drink better than most bars. So
Yeah, he's damn good at it. And we filmed another 2 or 3 episodes that we haven't released.
Colin, it does not.
And we were so freaking smashed because we did like 6 or 7 episodes in a day. And one of them, basically, it took our Four Roses small batch basically from like this level to like this level, or maybe even less.
It was horrid.
It was about a third of a bottle that went into the 2 of our drinks. And
I think was I in on that one?
No. That was the mint julep. That was right before you came in.
That explains
That
it.
episode and everything after that it just went downhill from there real quick.
There's an episode there that like literally blood ended up in I think one of the drinks.
Huh? Oh, maybe. Who knows?
Nick was
Whatever.
I mean
It was pretty much pure alcohol at that point.
and then we had to fix drinks. But yes, no, I don't think there's a handle on any handle.
Nope. That is the Sazerac Big Boy 175.
And it's beautiful.
175. Yeah. And y'all get to see my chef's pants. You're welcome.
I don't think I saw it.
Wow.
But not that I was looking. So handles on bottles are all about gone now on all liquor stores.
On all
or all
liquor.
liquor. Probably. I mean, that's just extra glass.
Kraken Rum still has one, and it kind of saved my buddy's life. Dude tried hijacking him in his on Christmas Eve too, in his driveway, and he happened to have a bottle of Kraken Rum in his hand. He was holding it by that and just smashed the dude upside the head with it. So
many lives on at once. Oh,
Bourbon's bourbon.
didn't realize
What's up, buddy?
that.
Cheers.
Sorry, Bourbon. Thank you for letting us
Screw
know.
you, Kyle. So cheers, buddy. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Who else live right now, Bourbon? Just or curiosity's sake. I didn't even check before we scheduled this.
No, there's there's so many freaking YouTube channels now that there's no way to do it not when someone else is doing it, unless you do it like Tuesday at 3 p.m. Like, if you want to do
I'm
it at
just
night,
curious
it's
because
just the way it
I
is.
can't keep up anymore.
So it's nothing personal. And most of the YouTube channels, like, we all get together, or not get together, but we're all friends. We all talk. So it's whatever. It's cool.
I know, but I feel bad stepping on people's toes.
I do too.
And I'm sure they feel bad stepping on our toes. I mean,
Yeah, but
that's one thing that I was actually talking at NOLA. The coolest thing I think about bourbon is the fact that the master distillers are all friends, and it has bled down all
through the community.
Holy moly, everyone is on.
Bourbon Rich, Stuff and Whiskey, and Bourbon Neophyte.
I don't know.
Lots of unscheduled streams. So we try and go at 8 o'clock on Sundays. A lot of times that doesn't happen, just life.
Especially lately.
But
we still have to do our 10,000 subscriber live. We haven't done yet.
Yep.
And do giveaways.
We're gonna do. I was gonna say we're gonna do some bottle giveaways during that. So be sure to keep that in mind.
Like, I don't know about anybody else, but since the world's turned back on, or at least 3/4 of the way turned back on, life's been rough. Like, I don't know if like the 2 years before it have just worded us all down or what, but like I can't keep up. I can't keep up with my
I feel like we don't even do anything, and we're
No.
still busy all the time.
And like we used to be able to go live every week. Like we did this every week, and we drank every week, and now I'm smashed. Haven't even had anything, and I'm smashed.
You're not smashed.
Not smashed, but I'm.
You are feeling good though.
Yeah.
Moose.
We don't have anyone to do moose with.
Aaron stole this.
I did not
from
steal
a
it.
booth
It
in,
was Old Elk,
New
and I
Orleans.
went, "Oh my gosh, you have moose!"
It's an elk for the
It
record.
is. It's Old Elk's. I will be pouring. Maybe I need to pour that on every single stopper now on lives, because it was right after we did the Caribou
Wine
Crossing.
cork. Life hack: wine cork fits in bourbon bottles if
You lose the
something
top.
happens to your bottle top.
But yeah, they had them all like that, and I was like,
All of their
"It's a moose," and Kyle's like, "No, that's an elk." I'm like, "No, it's moose." I'm sorry. King's Cup, y'all. It really does ruin you. Do not drink King's Cup. Don't play those games. But I told them all about moose, and
So look, check this out. Ready?
it pours out of his mouth, and I was like, "Can I please have your moose?" And they looked at me kind of crazy, and I'm like, "Tell me you haven't played King's Cup." So then I had to go into all of it, and then I told them how I lost my mind, and I had been drinking, and they had not, and they're like, "Come find me later, and you can have it." And I'm like,
Find us at the end of the night. You can have one.
and I got moose.
It's really
It's
cool. It's
not
like
a
it's all
mess.
metal.
Maybe the shirt that I need is like with a caribou, with a moose, with elk, and then just underneath go, "It's all moose." It really is. I'm sorry.
Everyone, please go check out Bourbon's Bourbon
There you
channel. I've seen a couple of his videos. Super awesome. I, full transparency, have had a hard time keeping up with all the new channels and all the new content, and like we were just talking about, life in general. But he is one of the good ones, and he has some awesome content. So please go check him out.
Yep. If you want to put a link in the comments to something so that they can find you, Bourbon, please do.
Anyway, cheers, Bourbon. Looks like he's off to another live stream for Livewire Whiskey has their 1-year party tonight.
There you go.
So good on them. We should be coming up on our 3-year party. 4-year? 3.
18,
4.
19, 20,
4
21,
year.
22, 22, 4. I can count still.
Yep. Yeah.
I can't believe we've been doing this for 4 years.
What have we done with our life?
Not a whole lot. Wow, we started this when Oren was 1.
Apparently.
I did this with a 1-year-old. Like, how the hell did we manage that?
1 of 5 stars. Would not recommend.
I don't even remember starting this.
I
I went
he
back.
did 2.
No.
He's 6, turning 7.
Oh, well, apparently I can't add either.
So 2, almost 3.
Check the stave, Aaron, if you need to.
David Stave. That one. Bourbon Blind. Barrel Stave. Right behind you.
Oh, yeah. No, I was actually looking at, yes. It is 2018, but I just can't add. David was nice.
Oh, this is the
or give Kyle that. I should say.
yes, Redemption 9-year high rye bourbon, barrel proof. I believe they changed the labels on them recently. In the last couple of years, I say recently. In my brain, the last 2 years just don't exist. So
that's what I just went back to.
Yeah, the Redemption high rye. Oh, I believe it's MGP's 36% rye, and they get some
Color
damn
be
good
nice.
bottles to put in there.
Or go subscribe to him. Then he'll have 1,000. And yes, I do need.
Yeah, everyone go check out Bourbon. Bourbon's Bourbon.
There you go.
This has got to be one of my favorite bottles,
What is it?
ever. The Redemption 9-year high rye bourbon.
See, this is where I'm at the point where I'm like, have I had that? Have I had that? I'll just drink it now. I'll find out if I like it or not because I don't remember.
Do we bother to go bourbon hunting anymore?
Yes.
Yeah, to an extent, not nearly as much as I used to. I've just had to come to the realization that
there's always another bourbon.
Yeah, there's always another bourbon. There's always more.
Your aunt was talking to me today about if we got some limited edition out of Maker's Mark. And I was like, no.
If it's Maker's, we probably should have it.
Hadn't heard of it. Some limited edition. I don't know.
No clue.
Kyle is now 37.
Yes.
Oh, good. I didn't mess that up.
Yeah, so no, as far as going bourbon hunting, like I've just had to come to the realization that there is way too many distilleries putting out way too many bottles and way too many limited releases that you can't financially.
It's not Pokemon. You can't catch them all.
In general,
you can't.
Like you financially, it's not feasible, and even just time wise, it's not. If you have a full-time job and a family, you don't have enough time.
Also, now standing in lines is a real thing.
People have gotten crazy with it. Like we used to be able to show up to Belle Meade for their special releases, like a honey release, right? And we show up at like 7 a.m. They open doors at 10, and we'd be like number 50 in line. Now, if you're not there like 2 days in advance,
you're not getting it.
You're not getting it. So it's like it's gotten way too crazy. I can't keep up with it, and I can't be standing in lines for 2 days to get a bottle. For certain bottles, I don't mind going the night before, mostly because I know what those releases look like and the kinds of people that are there, and it's just one big bottle share all night.
I was about to say, and it's a giant bottle share.
Yeah, so everyone just stays up drinking all night, and everyone brings good bourbon and all kinds of stuff, and it's fun. But some of these people they're making a fucking business out of it, and it's just not fun at that point.
David says that he knows some people who work and their primary job is to buy bourbon for secondary, and they know
all the truck schedules. Yep, that's the thing. And here's the bad part about that, because they're the ones always going to the liquor stores. They're the ones that are getting the most sales. That the managers and the store owners know, and they will now call them to buy bottles and hold them back for them. And it's just hard to compete with that. It really is.
I can't even imagine having one of your shelves worth of whiskey. Yeah. I remember how angry
there's about 100 to 150 bottles on each shelf.
Only?
Single barrel picks are the only hunt for me now. Yeah. So yes and no for me. I do hunt single barrels a lot. That being said, though, like I went through that, I'm going to call it like a phase. And for the channel, I have to focus on more
readily available
bottles. Like I can't do 50 videos on Four Roses picks because realistically you're not going to have it. So like doing one or two is fine, but
we have talked about this for now 4 years. I would love to do a couple episodes of all 10 recipes with somebody cool.
Yes.
Not just your local everyday
Hopefully Brett
us,
Elliott.
but somebody cool. I'm not gonna.
Hopefully
well,
Brett.
He mouthed off. I was hoping for Brett Elliott too, but we'll have to see what we can get and what we can do. But somebody cool. But yes, we understand.
The sad part is we
like,
probably have to go through their marketing department to
maybe.
Like I have Brent's number, I can text him, but realistically his schedule is done through the distiller. Like they tell him what to do.
That is true.
For us, like as bourbon nerds, he's the rock star. Realistically, he's
An everyday guy.
I mean, he's definitely an everyday guy. They all are, but they are employees of a factory at the end of the day. Like that's what they are. So like they are very much all their time is.
Cowan, I'll admit, after I almost poured, I think that was 21 or was it 20? I don't remember which one. I have not been buying Booker's. I have like a section. Wrong way. It's quite that long. And I just haven't been keeping up.
Actually, it goes all the way to the air conditioning unit.
Right. I know it's quite long. Well, no, almost. Well, that's also a little book. But I'm trying to kill bottles right now, not get more bottles. Backyard Barbecue is probably the only one right now that I'm like, I need to grab them all. Like,
cheers, Alexander. Thank you.
But I have not. I had Bardstown. I think we picked up Pigskin and I haven't opened it yet. But yeah, Booker's has gotten very highly allocated and the prices have gone up. For a $60 bourbon, $70 bourbon, I'll even go up to 80. I'm there. Like price point is right there. When you start breaching 100, there's other.
Yeah, $90 to $100 for Booker's here, and I'm
Calvin.
What's up, Calvin? That's our neighbor across the street.
He is. He's literally
like literally
right there.
across the street.
Like Calvin. I got my sister on. We got Calvin on. I mean, hey, we're doing good tonight.
But yeah, $90 to $100 for Booker's. Like, for a 6-year bourbon, like that's a hard sell for me.
Now, if you and it's hit or miss. Like Backyard Barbecue, I would pay 120.
Yeah,
I may even pay 130 for it. But like Bardstown, Teresa's batch, Kathleen's batch. I mean, I could keep going, and I don't know if I would pay even 60 for that.
David says he'll hunt Bardstown Discovery Series. Yeah, 100%.
There you go. That's a hunt, and but that is well worth
as far as the Booker's goes, I'm going to go back to what I said before. There's way too many distilleries putting out way too many bottles and way too many limited releases that I'm going to spend $100 on a 6-year bourbon from Booker's when there's more awesome stuff for half the price out there.
And go grab a Knob Creek. Like some of the Knob Creeks are Booker's killers. I've had a couple that I'm like, I literally would give my toes. I don't know about my left hand, but my toes for a couple more. And Cohen says Elijah Craig barrel proof is less than $70. That's a solid. Yeah. Like you can't go wrong. I've only had we have quite the selection.
Rare breed. Yep. Yeah, there's way too many bottles out there that are just even Russell single barrels. They're what, 8 to 10 years, 9 years, 110 proof, and they're $60. Fantastic.
So yeah, I have no clue when the next Booker's is. If somebody gives me a sample of it and I absolutely love it, I'll search it out and I'll grab it. But Backyard Barbecue is probably not saying that Shiny Barrel and not saying that Beaten Biscuits. In fact, I'm working on right now. That's what I pulled is Shiny Barrel. All three of those are probably my go-to.
$90 for a 4-year bourbon. So
no.
My immediate reaction is not no to that. I would like to taste it first, but also is it barrel proof? Because if it is, that helps it, or at least up there.
My instant reaction is no on a 4-year for 90, but then again, like Kyle says, taste it first. If you can find a good liquor store that allows you to taste before they buy.
I mean, I've had some pretty killer 4-year bourbons.
That's true. What's New Riff running?
4 years.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
And they're $50.
And but 90 is a lot more than 50.
It is. 1792 full proof. But I mean, there's some distilleries out there. St. Cloud being one of them. I'm pretty sure that's the name of it. It's a 6-month bourbon that's like 85 or 90 proof or something, and they want $100 for it. Hard fucking pass. Like
111 proof. Okay,
Just
at least you got
no.
the price. You got the proof point on it. I mean, I don't mean to be mean when I start talking proof point, but it's the amount of water you're putting into your bourbons, and that's really, really what I can't handle. Kyle's Googling Blue Run right now.
Oh, that one with the
It's a high rye.
that's probably the
Butterfly.
other one. Yeah, it's got the butterfly on it.
I've seen this bottle.
Yeah. So I mean, it's also, I believe that is MGP, and MGP is just expensive. Like buying barrels, you can get like a 12-year Dickel barrel for like $2,000, $2,500 or something if you have the ability to buy barrels as a distillery, right? If you have a distilling license or an NDP license, you can get them wholesale super cheap. That $2,500 12-year for a Dickel for MGP, you're looking at probably close to $12,000 to $14,000. So at some point, like MGP stuff is expensive because MGP stuff is just expensive. Like obviously, if they're paying that much for the barrel, they have no choice but to charge you, $90 or $100.
And MGP, but MGP has a name behind it too. Let's just face it.
Now that being said, there is some 4-year MGP from quite a few people that I believe they sell for that $50 to $60 price point.
Justin's saying it's sourced from Castle and Key by Jim Rutledge.
Okay.
I'd like to taste it.
Yeah.
I mean, before I would definitely at least find a place that you could get a sample, a pour of it, something along those lines before you go pull the trigger on a $90 bottle.
Yeah.
If it's under $50
like you said,
or $50,
there is a ton of places that are putting out 4-year MGP stuff. Like I said, and that like $50 to $60 price point. Mineweaver, thank you, sir. Cheers. Right. So yeah. That being said, also, I don't think Jim Rutledge has been gone for that long. So he may not have distilled it. Again, the last 2 years in my brain just don't exist. So maybe he has been.
Yeah, it's
out of Four Roses that long. So older bottlings of Smoke Wagon and Joseph Magnus.
I have to ask, is it white or is it black? Because that means a whole lot to me on Joseph Magnus.
Yeah, we have a 13-year Joseph Magnus single barrel.
Awful.
If you like oak, it's on point. But
I like oak, and it's not on point. It is nasty. Just
kind of liked it. I almost gave him the bottle.
You should have.
Like,
but they just needs to leave our bar. It's taking up valuable shelf space. I'm sorry. I don't
just
bash a bottle. I mean, like, I even understand like all of that crap that way. I just don't like it. And I will continue to bash it because I think it's funny. But I don't understand how anyone could drink the white label.
David's tried it. Yep, it's nasty.
We may have gotten a bad bottle or a bad batch. I don't even know, but that's just wrong.
Yeah. But I've always said I like MGP more in the 8 to 10 year range. Like everyone's like, 10 plus, the 11 and 12 year MGP stuff.
I don't know if I like
a lot of it's super oaky.
I don't know if I like anything that's over 10 to.
Oh, yeah, I do. But
I was about to say that, and then I'm like, maybe not.
The 8 to 10 year for range for MGP is where it's at, guys.
No, this is the regular off the shelf. It's the white. I don't think it's a single barrel.
No, it's a single barrel.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we got it from a group up in Chicago.
Well, I didn't even know it was a single barrel.
You didn't get a bad bottle. I bought one in Indiana. It was the exact same.
Cheers on that.
So, yeah.
I was trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice. But it was awful. I didn't even know we still had that.
Yeah. Definitely. AOW said MGP can get hit or miss past 10 year. 100%. No, I have a Bell Mead 12-year single barrel MGP. It's fantastic. But for the most part, yes.
I'm going to go get Redhead Stepchild and have just the tip. Sorry.
Okay.
I hope I don't kill it.
You're going to put a little bit of just the tip in your redheaded stepchild?
Oh, nope. Let's get your rocks off. That's on the bottle. Yep. Every redheaded stepchild needs just the tip. Sorry, y'all. I'm making my own concoctions between bottles. That they've made.
Yes, the Smooth Ambler MGP 10 years and the OKIs for that matter. All those were effing amazing. I'm Ron Burgundy. Yeah. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Shush.
You shush. Shush your mouth.
It's got glitter.
I believe Corey was drinking on some Smooth Ambler here recently. What am I drinking?
That's that you're having my problems now. I was like, I was
I'm
drinking
thinking I'm on
something.
the Redemption still.
There we go.
Joseph Magnus Straight is horrible, but I've tasted. Yeah, the cigar blend I had was really good. I think I've had 2 different batches of it, and they were both good. One of them needed a little bit of water to open up. Yeah, but even the regular Joseph Magnus, the triple cask ones are.
You're going with
Some
some
of
of
them are hit or
that.
miss.
That is
I'm good.
beautiful. Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Ooh, David.
Blonde Brothers. That's not even fair to like even talk about that bottle.
Not a bourbon.
That is absolutely one of my
David,
like
first rule
top-
about Blonde Brothers is we don't
talk
talk about Blonde Brothers.
Like that's in my top, like literally top 5.
Yeah, and what's really funny now is there's so many people now that haven't been in the game and they just don't know, and they see it and they're like, "Oh, that's crap," or "I don't know anything about that. I don't want it."
Please
Okay.
keep saying that.
I saw a dude put one up for trade, and the guy that he was offering it to was like, "Oh, I don't know anything about that." He was like, "Offer rescinded." 13-year MGP from Redwood
wait,
Empire.
you didn't get in on this? Like, what did he want to trade? Hold on.
Right.
What did he want to trade? I will trade like
Redwood Empire Haystack Needle finished in Chardonnay barrels.
I don't know if I've had Redwood
I haven't,
Empire
so
Haystack.
probably not.
And I'm allergic to Chardonnay, so I don't know if I would be allergic to that bourbon.
Oh, I'm sure you'd be fine.
No, some bourbons make my face turn red when they start finishing things. But sounds interesting.
Yeah. I think I've had one Chardonnay finished bottle. I think it was good.
Trey!
What's up, Trey?
You need to hurry up and get here.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Love you, brother.
Trey is literally Kyle's like brother from another mother. They've been friends for like since what, 3rd grade? 2nd grade?
2nd grade, yeah.
Like you realize that both your kids, well, Aiden's past that, but Oren's about to be in 2nd grade.
I know, right? That's scary.
Isn't that terrifying? Our first children are past 2nd grade.
That second brought the 2020 GTS. I still have not had the 2020
I was about to
GTS.
say 2020.
Yep.
They made one?
Yeah.
Now you're over here. Huh. Oh, were you on Facebook before?
Oh, yeah, he
I was like, huh? I'm beginning to realize when I get confused, I turn into a puppy.
Played on Lost Monarch. Apparently, we need to look at some Redwood Empire.
Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Where's it out of?
That is a great
Sounds like
question.
You know, with Redwood, I'm betting it's Northern Cali. Oh, David's calling you out. You have had the 2020 because he said he sent you a sample. Now we're looking up Redwood Empire, so you have to forgive us because I can't see any comments. So I get confused.
Oh, no, I've seen those bottles. I think I have some of them.
What?
Yeah.
Where? We don't have
Those
this
ones.
bottle. Where?
Yeah, I got you the one of the red wine ones.
Well,
It's down here somewhere.
let's open it. Shit, I'll put it on the show later, but let's open it. Where?
It should be down there.
I've
It's on the bottom shelf.
I have not seen this bottle before. So hold on, y'all.
I'm almost positive I bought one.
I don't think so because I have not seen that because that's too cool. The drawings on them are amazing. Kyle, you did not buy this bottle.
Dave said apparently it was memorable.
This bottle does not exist. I'll switch places with you, but Kyle's swearing. Hold on. I'm really good at ducking. This bottle is not there. You better not have hidden it over there because that's on the wrong side of the shelf. Sorry, y'all. Like, welcome to amateur hour because now I'm confused. I play with these shelves all day long for our show. I have never seen this bottle before. What are you doing?
I was looking for that 2020 GTS.
Kyle thinks he bought me a bottle of this. He was confused. It's not there.
Apparently.
Unless it's in the house in our in-house selection. Like, this is not everything. I hate to say this. We also have a bar, like, shelves inside our house that have probably about 100 bottles in there as well. I have not seen that bottle. That's a really cool bottle. Hearts, Calvin. See you later.
Have a good night, man.
Hopefully Frank doesn't come visit.
David, I'm really trying to rack my brain.
Duckhorn Wines. Sonoma. See, with the redwood and all the rest, I knew it had to be in California. I'm going to have to find one of those. I like the way the bottles look. I mean, everyone's talking. See? Yep. Y'all make my heart sing.
What?
California. Redwood and California. California. Yeah. And it's finished. Is it finished? Do they have one finished? Like, I think that wasn't the one that they said it was Chardonnay finished. Like, that sounds awesome.
That wouldn't surprise me, Cohen. Yeah, I'm really upset about that.
Sorry, he's stuck on the Jordan.
I'm sure I drank
2020.
it. I'm sure I drank it.
I think you said you liked it.
Well, obviously, but
I wouldn't know anything about it because when tastes come out like that, like we were at the Sazerac house, what were they pouring? I took a taste of it. I'm like, this is Trey.
Love you, brother.
I have no clue what this is at this point. I think it. Oh no, this is just the Tip and Redheaded Stepchild. But when those types of pours come up, like 2020 George P. Stack, I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to like it. It's not my thing. I'd rather give it to him and have him enjoy it. Ooh, port finished. Sorry, Bottle Baron just totally had my eyes. I love port finished. I might get down. Can I get our Armagnac?
It's about time to go.
We're only an hour and 12 minutes in.
I know.
We're good. Grizzly Beast. I love the name. 5-year bottle and bond distillate.
That sounds awesome.
How much bottle and bond? It's 100 proof. Okay.
Yeah,
Had to think
awesome.
about that for
I'm
a
down.
minute. I'm down to try it. I mean, what is their price point, y'all, for Redwood? The Cabernet, Chardonnay, Port, and Grizzly
like
Beast.
$80 to $100.
Maybe. It's the best of their three.
You can buy all three of them
Or add to cart.
a price not listed.
Well, add it to the cart and check the cart. Is it because it's out?
114.
Whoa, 114. Oh, for all three. Okay. That means that's not bad. And that's
It's the Pipe Dream Bourbon, Emerald Giant Rye, and Lost Monarch.
what state is this in and where do they ship to? Pull the trigger.
I don't know, but if I'm not mistaken, that seems really cheap.
Yeah, that sounds definitely reasonable. $39.99.
Oh, there's that one for 40. So
Okay.
that one for 35. Okay.
You got
so
101 up there too instead of the whatever 114.
So they're a lot cheaper than I thought. Okay.
Okay. I will. Hey, y'all. If we can make this happen, I'll get this on the show because the bottles are intriguing, and I like finished. So, is that Russell's I bought here in Phoenix? No. Love you, Trey, but that's not the right one.
Huh?
Trey just asked, "Is that the Russell's I bought here in Phoenix?" I said no. Chances of it, because I don't. It's probably not opened yet.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Trey just asked
Yes.
you, is that the bottle he bought in Phoenix? It's the Russell's that's right here.
Oh.
No, probably not. Thank you. I can keep up with chats. I can't do much else.
Yeah, usually around $40. Okay. I know Elixir has some.
Justin,
So-
we're going to have to grab some of those. I'm going to be calling
cheap ones are 30 to
Turok.
40.
I need some seagrass like yesterday, and I don't care how much it is. Well,
I need to get
maybe
up
I
to
do.
see Elixir here very soon.
and you need to let me come with you to the elixir.
And on that note,
the sentence needed to get a little bit longer. Sorry, y'all.
And on that note,
You are not hitting that button.
Yep.
No, we haven't gone live in forever. I miss y'all. Like,
I know
Seagrass
some of us
is
have to work in the morning.
fuck working. You can put your head down on your desk. No one will notice.
I'm just
Seagrass
saying.
is $80. It is well worth $80. Cohen, what is your thought process on it since you know how much it is? I would pay $80 all day long for it. I know someone said earlier in the chat that they didn't like it, but that's okay too.
Something for everyone. Everyone's really loved the other one, the dovetail.
Dovetail
I
is
was
good.
not a huge
but
fan
I
of it.
like
It
the
was-
Seagrass better than the
The
Dovetail.
dovetail was really, really sweet.
It was, but it was
Like
so good.
really effing sweet.
Thought process. Never mind.
Okay, good talk.
But like,
So,
it was. Really,
We're gonna get out of here, guys.
No.
We appreciate you all. Yep, it is
But
that
I'm
time.
lonely.
I know.
Oh.
Like I said, some of us have to work in the morning.
Screw working. I have to work in the morning
But I've
too.
been keeping a pretty good pace this whole time. So appreciate all you guys. Thank you for the birthday
Birthday wishes. There you go.
Thanks.
See, I can help you out. We can
So,
totally stay on. We're only a minute
You
and
guys
15
are awesome.
minutes.
Appreciate you all. Cheers. He has not opened it, but huge rye lover.
Cohen, it's not your typical rye. Like, see if you can find a sample from somebody because it's amazing. It's absolutely like my favorite bottle that
it was really, really
It was
good.
really good. I dragged multiple people over to Barrels, like little stand.
Where they
I
give
don't
out
want to
free
go.
whiskey. I know.
I
Say
don't
bye
want to
the
go
nice
to
people.
bed.
Say bye to the nice people.
Bye, nice people.
See ya, guys.